What's up, family? What it do, what it do, what it do. If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Also, family, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Hit that like button, put it in their face. When you hit that like button, it helps with my positioning, the video positionings, my video positioning on YouTube. So smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. I have to remind people that liking a video does not mean that you agree necessarily with what's being said in the video. Is that you're appreciating me taking the time out of my busy schedule, especially on a glorious Saturday morning, to bring you this content. So smash up the likes, family. Also, if you want to skip the line, you can jump into the super chat. I'll go in on this story and then I'll come back and check the chat, starting with the super chat. This story right here got my attention because I can definitely relate to this type of situation. I've been in this type of situation many, many, many times, more times than I care to remember or even claim. But we got a situation where the baby assaulted a fan on Saturday night as he made his way to the stage, and the crowd became so enraged that they booed him, and the show that was supposed to take place never took place. He was at Whiskey North in Tampa for his up close and personal tour, when a woman waved her phone in his direction, presumably to get a pic. That's when he took off on her. He just, the woman did get close to his face with the phone, and then he bam, and then boom. Just like that, it was over. Initially, the crowd seemed to be shocked. And, once that subsided, once that initial shock subsided, they just started booing him. And he never touched the stage. I can tell you straight off the bat, family, it's going to be a lawsuit, and he's going to jail. I don't know how much time, but he's going to do some time. He's going to do some jail time. And here's why. See, the thing is this. We don't really know what was said when the woman put the phone up into his face. It could have been a situation where she actually said something derogatory to him, and look, put it in his face like that, and he bam. We don't know. She probably didn't say anything to him because he didn't say anything in his follow-up video on Instagram, where he asked anybody who knows this woman's government name to come forward so that his lawyer can get active. Sounds like to me they're trying to be proactive about trying to nip this thing in the bud. But this is going to get out of control before they get a chance to control it. So his position is that the woman hit him in the face with the phone. From what I understand, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like if she did hit him in the face with the phone, it's unclear that she hit him in the face with the phone. The phone did come very, very close to his face. It's unclear if she actually hit him with the phone in the face. But in any event, it doesn't look like that's what happened. But even if she did, you could tell from what I gather, it was an accident and did not warrant that type of reaction from the baby. Now, this is what people have to understand about artists when they're moving through crowds. Oftentimes crowds can become rowdy. Most people are good people. Most people are controlled. Most people are respectful. but there's always seems to be that proverbial overzealous fan that gets too close and gets too aggressive. And because artists are people too, sometimes, you know, you want your personal space protected, even if you are an artist and people are climbing and trying to get to you or whatever. There are people that do take it too far. So I can see him overreacting because I've been in that situation where I've overreacted. It doesn't mean that that I'm a bad person, that I should have been canceled. It just means that I overreacted to the situation. DABABY is a young dude. I think, let me look up his age right quick. Let me see DABABY. Let's see, how old is this guy? So DABABY was born December 22nd. That's my sister's birthday, huh? 1991. Oh, wow. Put our first hit record out in 91, Mind Playing Tricks. So he's 28 years old. He's 28 years old. He's from Cleveland. Cleveland is a rough city, depending on what neighborhood he grew up in, it could be very, 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 very rough. So, you know, here's a guy that is used to being on the edge like I was when I got into the music industry. I was not used to people invading my private space and people grabbing and pulling on me and pushing me and stuff. I was not used to that. And sometimes, you know, you can take it, you can accept it, but sometimes you wake up on the wrong side of the bed like everybody else. And you you know, you ain't trying to hear it. Let me give you guys this this link right quick so that you can check out the video yourselves while you're checking out this broadcast. I'll put the link in the description real fast. Give me a second, give me a few seconds. I'm pretty good at this stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Kind of quick. Continue to smash up the likes, family. Smash up the likes. Smash up those likes. Put it in their face. Put it in their face. Okay, here we go. I got the link. It's coming. It's coming, it's coming. Should have did this off the rip, but I kind of was moving a little fast this morning because I got to go to the park and kick it with my family. We're doing something for my mother's children and their children. And we just hanging out today at the park and enjoying each other's company. It's a family reunion, but not a reunion. Not a family reunion, but it's a family reunion. All right, family, I shared the link. So you can see for yourself and judge for yourself, what do you think about this? Let's go into the comments. First of all, I want to welcome new members to the channel. Handyman Service, welcome to level 2. And also, Ain't That Picture Dusty? What's up? Welcome to level 2. Family, if you want to join the channel and be official member of the channel, you can click that join button in the description. Okay, so we got JF Loves Michael Jackson. Okay, Academics. Who is this? JF, where you coming from? Canada? Academics posted the video, and to me, she didn't hit him at all with the phone. Not even close. She was just trying to take a quick selfie. Yeah. She did get pretty close. I mean, she came real close to his face. But like you say, you know, I don't think it was justified personally. Mars Stem, what's up, Mars? Raining Womban. Is that Womban or Womban? Woman. I think I know what you're trying to say. Woman. Let's see. Keep up the good work, H-Town in the house. That's what's up. Love it when the hometown check in. So who is this? Future Philly in the building. I see you, Future 5001. Family, this is going to be a short broadcast because I got things to get out of here and go do. But I just wanted to bring this to y'all real fast. I see my international people checking in already. The Netherlands is in the building. Who is that? Persephone, I think. Fred Samore, Pine Bluff tapped in. I see Baltimore, Lamont Garrison. DV, Dayton, Ohio, strong. Okay, woman. Okay, I got you. All right. The B is silent. Got you. Who's that? Jeremy Dennis? What's up, Dennis? Ken Folk? New Orleans in the house. I see Boston checking in. Paul Jones, 40 Kevins. The Cliff says he loved my chats. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Denver, Colorado, Oakwood checking in. So just to give y'all a little bit more intel, right? Or insight on what it's like to be in the baby shoes. Like, I've lived that life and to an extent still deal with that from time to time. So I just learned that before you go out into the public, I had to condition myself. Before I go out to the public, if I don't want to be bothered, I just stay at home. But if I know I'm moving, I'm going into, I'm on tour, I'm gonna be walking through thick crowds and I'm dealing with somebody fanning out, somebody could fan out at any moment, like fan out and get aggressive. Let security do what they do. Just let them do what they do. When I first started, you know, my mentality was like, I'm not waiting on security. Like, I'm my own security. And somebody get out of line, I ding ding fries and shakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't care, you know, like, and it wasn't that I didn't care. It was just that I wasn't disciplined. I just was not disciplined in celebrity. And so once you get disciplined, you know that there's a certain way to move. And there are people that can do any job you need done. Let those people do what they do. And you do what you do. You show up and show out and get on up out of there. Show love to your fans when they come around. Obviously, the woman was a fan. She came there, she tried to take pictures. So obviously she's a fan. So if she's a fan, if there's any type of disturbance or disagreement or conflict, you're already at an advantage because this is a fan. So it's just a matter of the artist humbling themselves and just falling back and realize who they're talking to. You're not talking to an enemy. You're not dealing with an enemy. You're dealing with a fan. I'll give you a great example. When we first started doing shows, there used to be a dude in the audience almost at every other show. There's a dude, there's always a dude in the audience, and he'd be talking shit from the audience. Oh, such. Oh man, da. You know, I'm like, who the hell is that? Point him out, I jump off stage, get back on stage, finish the show. And then one day I caught my snap and I was like, you know, these dudes, why would a dude come to the show and boo? Come to your show just to boo. Pay a ticket to come to your show just to boo, or just to heckle you. So I'm thinking like, okay, here's what it is. I had to understand that these guys are showing up at these shows. Before we come to town, at least 30 days, for at least 30 days, they've been deciding how they're gonna get to the show, who they're going with, what they're gonna wear. You know, they gotta go to the mall, pick out an outfit. They are listening to the music to make sure that they know the words when the show starts so that they can sing along. They're having discussions about you at least for 30 days. They're thinking about where they're going after the show, what an after party gonna be, who they going with. They're counting their chips. These are fans. So what would make a fan come to your show and heckle you? Okay, what it is that when it comes to dudes, and it's always dudes, like I say, so what it is that some dudes have it in their mind that when these artists come to the show and the girls are going wild, the girls are just going wild, and a certain amount of girls are trying to hook up with the artist. For this moment, and for this hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever, they're not paying the guys in the audience who are by themselves too much attention. Unless a girl come with her man, she really ain't paying these other guys too much attention at all. She's trying to enjoy the show. And if she's a groupie, she might even be trying to hook up. Now the deal is this, what fellas have to understand is, even if that woman did hook up with the artist, it's only for one night. He's only in town for one night. You got her for 364 days. You got access at her because she's probably a hometown girl. So you got 364 more days to get at her. A lot of times these dudes be mad at the artist on stage because they're getting all of the attention. Well, of course they're gonna get the attention, they're on the bill. People are coming to see the artist, not the dudes in the crowd. So the dude in the crowd is feeling left out. He's like, oh man, it ain't nothing. Oh, ain't no, she doing all that. I bet you if I was such. See, it's the guy who has the low self-esteem and that really don't understand how this goes. So a guy that's self-confident knows that, hey man, okay, she's supposed to be doing that. She bought a ticket to come see this dude perform. And you know, when women come to shows, women get into the shows, they ain't coming to watch the show. They ain't coming to watch, see who around. They coming to see the show. Women want to see the show. They not distracted by ass. They not doing all this here. They trying to check out the show. So, well, most women. So dudes have to understand, let that woman, you know, if you want to holler at her, you know, catch her on a break, maybe in between sets or something, maybe hey, you want something to drink? Bam, get her something to drink or something like that, you know, crack a little quick joke or something. Women love jokes, you know, say something pleasant and then back up, you know, then you get your break and you see another opening. Maybe tap in one more time and just see what she do. But don't be too aggressive and don't take it personal when she's up there in the audience going crazy for the guy on the stage, because the guy on the stage is only in town for one night. You got her 364 days out of the year. You got the other 364 days. Don't trip. Don't trip. You got action. So once I learned that, I was like, whoa, I started understanding. So what I started doing was I would do certain things to get the dudes on my side before the show would start. I mean, not before the show would start, but as soon as I hit the stage, I get the dudes on my side immediately. And then once I get the dudes under control, I got the whole show under control. Because if you watch these shows, most time, if a show gets stopped, there's a major disturbance or something, it's almost always the dudes, almost always. So if you can get these hot heads to calm down, you can get control of your show and everything can be cool. Everybody come in one piece, everybody leave in one piece, and you can do stuff out that thing and everybody had a good time. That's the way to do it. But apparently DABABY, he ain't got that memo yet. And he's a young dude, but he's not that young. He's 28 years old. So really he's at the cusp of supposed to having to know what he should be doing right now. He should know by now. He at 28, I'm talking about in the next few days, he's supposed to have it together. Because by the time I was in my late 20s, that's when I really caught my snap. And then I learned how to move around, because you just can't move around like, I don't care how real you are. I don't care what hood you're from. You better learn how to move around on these streets and in these venues, or all this stuff that you work for, you're gonna throw it away. You're a target. People are sitting back watching you. Everybody see what's happening. You got a big old target on your back. Like I say, people have been thinking about you for 30 days, maybe a whole year straight. Can't wait to see them. And they've already thought about everything they're gonna do when they see you. And you don't know them from a hole in the wall. They have an advantage. So you have to know how to move around, or you find yourself getting caught up in a whole bunch of lawsuits and end up doing jail time and losing contracts, endorsement deals. People start being afraid of you because they feel like you're a liability. And it's not just you. If you really love your family like you say you do, you love your mom, your daddy like you say you do, you love your sisters and brothers, you love your babies like you say you do, don't blow the bag. All right, getting back to the chat. I spoke a little longer than I intended to, but I had to get my point across. Mars STEM. What up, Mars? Where you coming in from, Mars? See you paying with the euro. Where you coming in from? So all of the people at the show, they wasn't trying to hear nothing DABABY was saying. They were saying he's canceled. See, and the fact that he took that, took that swing on that girl too, that exacerbates everything. Fellas, we live in a double standard society. Right or wrong, you put your hands on a woman, you're gonna be judged differently. And you will be judged more extremely. So he's gonna pay for that. I can guarantee you that. I ain't trying to give away free money like that. If I give away money, I'm gonna give it to an established charity that has a EIN number. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gonna give it to an established charity that I can write it off. You know, I'm not just gonna be just going around just giving out money like that. Then when you think, it's not just about paying money, it's also about the time you miss about getting money. While you in court and preparing and paying lawyers, this stuff takes time out of your schedule. It also takes time off your life because court is stressful. You go into these courts in America, you don't know what's gonna happen. Man, it's a 50-50 chance. It's a toss-up. You don't know what's gonna happen. So, you know, you try to avoid these type of situations if possible. And I think it's a good idea too, to have people around you who are not yes men and yes women. If you really love me, if you really like me like you say you do, if I'm your friend for real, if you're my brother, you're my cousin and you're around me, you're my friend and you're around me, and you're not telling me what's wrong, if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something destructive, and you're not telling me because you're afraid that I won't accept it or I may get offended, you're not really helping me. And that ain't love. You know, it's a thing called tough love. And you have to be honest with people that's around you. If you really care about the people that, like you say you do, that's around you, you got to give them that tough love. And then, hey man, let the chips fall where they may. But I'd rather tell you the truth and let you cut me off than to sit back, watch you go out there and fall on your face and not say anything. I'd rather at least put it in your head, put the idea in your head that ain't cool. And I can tell you right now, going around smacking women at concerts ain't cool. You know, you got to get yourself a buffer. You got to let those security people do what they do. And why didn't the security guard catch that anyway? The security's, you're not even supposed to get up on him like that. So she was not even supposed to be able to put that phone that close to his face. The security is not doing their job. That's why you got to have real security. You can't just be hiring your homeboys. Some of these dudes that call themselves security guards, they're out there trying to hook up with the girls just like the artist is. They're out there trying to get drunk. They're trying to get high. They're trying to do everything the artist is doing. Some of them out there trying to be artists themselves. You know, they're not even qualified to be security. You better get some real security, man, or you're going to mess around and get downed out here. Some of these dudes working security, they really fans. And they fanning out. They on the road just laughing and giggling and drunk. And they're going to get somebody killed. Keep in mind, Tupac had 100 dudes with him when he got killed. Biggie had probably 30, 40 dudes with him when he got killed. Man, you better get some real security, some professionals. You making that kind of money, you got to get some real people around. You got to get some real hitters. All right, family, if you're just not joining us, we are talking about the Baby situation where he smacked a female fan at a concert of his. As he was making his way to the stage, he smacked her because she put a phone in his face. He says she hit him with the phone. I couldn't tell if the phone made contact with his face. But as I said, even if it did, and I'm not saying that him reacting the way he did is unconscionable. You know, like the thing about it is that it's a knee-jerk reaction. Somebody got in your private space, touch you, and you just, you know, your natural reactions. But what I'm saying is that it was wrong. It was wrong, and he's going to pay the price for it. He's not going to be able to walk with that. He's going to have to deal with that. He going to court, he getting charged, he's getting sued, and he's going to pay. It's as simple as that. And the baby has been getting into a lot of issues with the law lately. I believe he has a battery, like a robbery type charge, like where he took somebody's phone or something like that. That's a charge that's pending. He just had another charge dropped for, I think, swinging on a person in a hotel or something. All of this stuff is just constantly adding up, and you know, it's going to derail his career. And you know, whatever you think about his music, he does have a promising career, but it's important for him to stay focused right now, and it's important for him to listen to the people around him that really love him, that will not challenge him, but tell him the truth. It's important to listen to those people because they're right. A fool and his money will always part, Lord Smith says. You got that right. McSinia says accidents happen, and it may have been just that. An accident on her behalf or his behalf? On her behalf, I could see that being an accident where if she did get too close, maybe, you know, that happened inadvertently. But nevertheless, that ain't the move. And that's for all of you young artists out there. Man, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands off these fans. Some fans will bait you in just to get in your pocket. Keep your hands to yourself. Let security do what they do. Let those people do what they do. Otherwise, you're paying them and you're doing the job for them. That don't make sense. You may as well pay yourself for security. Anyway, family, I just wanted to drop that on y'all real quick. That's all I got for you. Until next time, no more talk.